All right, drink video number 2. This is going to be a Kurt CL original. It's called the Downtown Dolce. If you like Cinnamon Dolce drinks from Starbucks, this is going to be your shit, okay? So step number 1, you get a cocktail shaker. First thing I did, I pre-prepped it. Can't see it, hold up. That is a shot of espresso. Brew a shot of espresso, put it in the shaker. If you're doing it from a mocha pot, I'd say measure out maybe 1 ounce. My espresso machine brews 40 milliliters, so 30 to 40 milliliters, an ounce, you're good. All right, next step, I pre-measured an ounce of half and half. You can also use heavy cream, that's what I used originally. I put that in my jigger and I pour it now in the shaker. So there you go. All right, we're going to do a ½ ounce of coffee liqueur. Obviously, Kahlua is the most famous one, but the best one, in my opinion, is this. It is called Mr. Black. It is from Australia. It is a cold brew coffee liqueur, and it's not quite as sweet as Kahlua, so it gets you a nice deep coffee flavor, so that's what we're going to use. ½ ounce of Mr. Black. Into the shaker it goes. Now we're going to sweeten this up a little bit. This is simple syrup. This is store-bought, but please, whenever you can, make your own. It is half parts sugar and water. Just put it in a pan, warm it up until the sugar dissolves, and let it cool. I bought this to help make drinks at a party because it was an impromptu decision, but normally I would have a bottle of my own homemade stuff. So a ½ ounce of that. Into the jigger it goes. If I can find the ½ ounce measurements, here you go. I poured a little too much there. Oh, perfect. ½ ounce of simple syrup. Now for the last ingredient, the base spirit. All right, how do we get cinnamon? Well, we use Fireball. Yes, Fireball, cinnamon whiskey. In Europe, it is marketed as a cinnamon whiskey liqueur. It is only 33% alcohol. In most places, if you want to call your stuff whiskey, it has to be at least 40%. So not enough alcohol to call this whiskey in most places. It is called a whiskey liqueur. However, in America, and I think maybe Canada as well, they can get away with calling themselves a flavored whiskey. So an ounce and a half of this stuff. I have my jigger and shaker off screen resting on paper towels because I'm using the big end of my jigger, and the bottom part, which I've been using all along, is leaking, or dripping, so. And we may use the whole, we're not gonna use the whole bottle, damn it. It's gonna be a shot afterwards. All right, in it goes. All right, this is what we're going to be pouring the drink in. It is a martini glass, which I've put ice water in to chill. Martini glasses have kind of been going out of fashion because they spill really easily. I would recommend, if I went back out and bought new glassware, to get maybe a coupe or a Nick and Nora, but a martini glass still looks nice, so we're going to use it. I'm going to go to the freezer real quick and fill the second part of my shaker with ice. By the way, this type of shaker is called a Boston shaker. A cobbler shaker, which is one you may be seeing at home, when it has a little dome on top instead of the 2 tins. In my opinion, those suck. I used to have one and it leaked all the time. You get a much better seal with a Boston shaker. So in the ice goes. Lock the tins, shake. Give it a good whack to break the seal. Didn't work, but we'll pretend it does. Dump the ice out of your martini glass. And we are going to double strain. This is gonna have a nice foam on it, but if you let the small, tiny ice chunks that are broken off of the ice cubes go into it, it's gonna wreck that nice foamy head. So double strain. First strainer is the Hawthorne strainer. In that goes. Then you have your fine strainer and you pour it in like that. Get all the goodness around there. Get it around those little ice shavings that are clogging up the bottom of your fine strainer. So get it on there. If you had coffee beans, like an espresso martini, I would say decorate that, but I don't. And let's get you in on a closer thing. You can see that head forming as it sits and rests. That head's gonna get a little bit bigger. You can probably even hear the bubbles popping. So let's give it a taste. This is my first ever cocktail recipe that I invented about October 2020, and we got really excited about it. Yep. Same as I remember it. If you like Cinnamon Dolce stuff from Starbucks, if that's your main jam at Starbucks, this is going to be your jam on the alcohol level. The Downtown Dolce. Make this. You're going to love it. I promise. Yeah. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye.